off.
Hello there everybody, my name's Jared, once again with you guys, yet another Titanfall audio commentary. If you're brand new to the channel, I'd really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button, as I upload daily Titanfall content. But with that being said, let's get straight into this update. So we're going to start off with the new features that affect all platforms, so PC, Xbox One, as well as Xbox 360. Starting off with, we have party colors. Your party members and their Titans now show up on the minimap with green colors, instead of the normal blue colors that other friendlies use. Their names are also drawn in green on your HUD, the obituary text, and in the pre-game lobby. This helps you figure out where your friends are and what they're up to, especially in the heat of combat. So that's actually pretty dang cool. You can differentiate teammates from party members. The next feature that's been added is now in the kill feed or obituary. I'm gonna call it kill feed as opposed to just obituary, but anyways, your auto Titan's name now shows up in the kill feed with the gold color that your own name does. Previously it had the same blue color as any other friendly. This makes it easier to keep tabs on how your Titan is doing. So yeah, obviously this is definitely going to help with not getting confused, because before it just showed up in the blue color as it is, as opposed to the gold that your name shows up to yourself. The next thing we have is they removed a wall hack exploit, and PC cheaters were able to modify their local configuration files to enable a sort of wall hack sheet using legit game code. We've closed the exploit that they were using. There has been some menu changes. Play multiplayer is now the top or default option on the private lobby menu. If you've completed both the IMC and militia campaigns, it has been renamed from Play Classic, since the term Classic, which we use internally, proved to be confusing to some players. Another thing that has been added to the main menu is they now show the game version, just in case you guys are wondering what update we're on, and yeah. There's now a party app and shortcut menus. Added a shortcut on all menus that opens the Xbox One party app by pressing left trigger on the controller, similar to the existing right trigger shortcut that invites friends. You can then press B to close it when you're done. So they made it a little easier to access your party. That's pretty awesome. Now on to the game balance changes. The Gooser Challenge is actually the first thing, but as I did say, I made a separate video regarding the Gooser Challenge, so if you guys want to check it out, you can. Next thing we have on the list is regarding Titan weapons. So they have changed the 40mm cannon's magazine capacity for the default, as well as the extended mag. They made a pretty huge change here, and you guys are definitely going to notice this, but they changed the default magazine from 20 rounds to 12 rounds per magazine, and they changed the extended mag from 25 rounds to 16 rounds. This is absolutely crazy. I can't believe they made such a huge change like that. I mean, they almost changed it by like 50% for the default, and quite a bit for the extended mag as well. Like they reduce it so much from 20 to 12 and 25 to 16. I mean, I guess the 40mm cannon is one of the stronger weapons in the game overall, and I guess they thought it would be a good idea to change this. I didn't really hear anyone complaining about this, but I guess someone obviously was. There's been another mag size change affecting the quad rocket. They've changed the default mag capacity from 4 to 5, and they have now also changed the extended mag capacity from 5 to 6. So that's pretty awesome. You get an extra rocket, and I guess if you use a quad rocket, that's pretty awesome. The next change also has to do with the quad rocket, and they've increased the damage against Titan shields. Before, it took a total of 5 shots from the quad rocket to actually take down an enemy Titan's shields, but now it only takes 4 shots from the quad rocket in order to take down the shields. And then, well, I guess this was obviously a bit of a balancing issue, especially back before when it took 5 shots and the default mag capacity for the quad rocket was only 4, so you'd have to reload in order to fully take down the shield. And there's actually a third change to the quad rocket. They really changed the quad rocket quite a bit, but if you decide to use the rapid fire mod, the mag size has been changed from 16 to 18, just to stay in line with if you decide to not use the rapid fire mod, they decide to up it from 16 to 18. So that's pretty dang awesome. Quad rocket seems to be getting better overall. Maybe I'll start using it once again. The next change is regarding the amped Kraber burn card, and actually the damage it causes towards enemy Titans. So if you decide to rodeo an enemy Titan and you are using the amped Kraber, it will now cause more damage than it did previously. It's not a ton more, but it has been amped up a little bit. Next thing we have is some scoring changes regarding the hardpoint domination game mode, as well as capture the flag. So we're going to start off with hardpoint here and the XP changes that they made. So this is the amount of XP you now get for doing certain things in hardpoint domination. So if you capture a hardpoint, originally you only got 150 XP, you now get 250 XP, so they've added an extra XP for going after those hardpoints, which gives a higher incentive to go after those hardpoints. If you assist in a capturing hardpoint, you now get 100 XP as opposed to just 75. Neutralizing a hardpoint has been changed from 50 XP to 150 XP. Assisting in neutralizing a hardpoint has been changed from 25 XP to 75 XP now. And these next ones we are going to do rapid fire. Killing a player inside an enemy hardpoint from outside nearby has been changed from 75 and reduced to 50 XP. Killing a player inside an enemy hardpoint from outside and far away has been changed from 75 XP to 50 XP. Killing a player inside an enemy hardpoint from inside the hardpoint has been changed from 75 XP to 50 XP. Healing an NPC inside an enemy hardpoint from inside the hardpoint has been changed from 25 XP to only 10 XP. Healing a player from outside a friendly hardpoint whilst inside of a hardpoint from 75 XP to 50 XP. Healing a player inside of a friendly hardpoint while inside of a hardpoint has been changed from 75 XP to 50 XP. Healing an NPC outside a friendly hardpoint whilst inside of a hardpoint from 25 XP reduced to 10 XP. Healing an NPC inside a friendly hardpoint whilst inside of a hardpoint from 25 XP to 10 XP, and defending a hardpoint now goes from 75 to 25 XP. Well, that's a ton of stuff to say, and just in case you got a little confused there, I myself actually did get a little confused. I had to read over a few times, because I was like, these things are so similar, but if you want to read this all for yourself, there's going to be a link down in the description so you guys can go check this out for yourself. Now onto the capture the flag scoring changes. They only changed 3 things. They have now reduced the XP from capturing a flag for 500 XP to now only 400 XP. Turning a flag has now been reduced from 250 XP awarded to only 100 XP rewarded. Killing a flag carrier has been reduced from the original 150 XP awarded to now only 100 XP awarded. Alright, we're now on the final stretch here for this update. This has been an absolutely huge update. We're now going to be talking about the bug fixes, which we're going to start off with the bug fixes that affects all the platforms. They fixed an issue when a Titan firing ordnance would not show on the minimap correctly. Fixed a rare bug with pilot health pools that would make them virtually invincible. Next, they fixed rare cases where Titans could be called through solid geometry. Next, Titan shields now protect friendly rodeo players from explosion damage, such as arc cannon. Next, they fixed a case where a pilot could embark a Titan through walls. Next, there's a lot of stuff here. Spitfire, LMG, and XO16 firing sounds will no longer sometimes cut off before the gun is finished firing. Next, the Archer now locks on top of a heavy turret rather than the base of a turret. Next, the Archer's rockets now home in on Titans correctly when those targeting are kneeling. Next, fixed shadows of incorrectly shimmering on a particular area of a lagoon. Next, they fixed sector charges and particle walls causing pilots permanently rodeoing other pilots. Next, they fixed certain characters not rendering properly in French and other languages. Next, they fixed an issue when initializing would be displayed in a server if a server wasn't found. Next, they fixed being unable to scroll to the top of the data center list after scrolling down. Next, they greatly reduced the bandwidth used when connecting to a server. People previously who could not progress past the load screen when connecting to servers should be able to play now. Grunts now show up on the minimap when they shoot. Now for the bug fixes solely for the PC, they fixed an issue with Asian fonts. No joy command line parameter now disabled gamepad input. Next, all anti-aliasing modes should now properly be displayed in the video settings menu. Next, they fixed graphics corruption and some GPU underutilization for SLI and crossfire configurations. Next, they fixed a crash in the options menu when toggling between low and medium shadows. Next, mouse button can now be used for voice chat in lobbies. Next, Titanfall will no longer overdrive your Windows microphone volume setting when it is launched. Next, fix the smart pistol reticle so it now scales properly based on the field of view setting. And finally, they fix crashes on machines with 32 or more cores. That's a lot of cores. For the very last portion of this video, I've been going for about 25 minutes. I gotta do a ton of cutting out of me messing up because I've messed up a ton of this commentary so far, and there's also been a lot of dead spots where I was just reading things over and over. We're gonna finally finish this off for the bug fixes for the Xbox One. They fixed a rare full screen blue/red flash. Next, audio should no longer overlap after going to the Xbox dashboard and back into Titanfall. And finally, fix a crash when saying Xbox go back on certain menus. Well, this now concludes the patch notes for the April 10th, 2014 Titanfall update. This was a ton of stuff to cover. I think in the next patch update, I'm just going to sort of recap some things and not go into quite so much detail. And if you want to read this all for yourself, there's a link down in the description. And if you want to hear about private matches as well as the Gooser change, there, as I did say, I made a separate video regarding those two aspects of this update, because I went into quite a bit of detail in just discussing those. So if you want to check that out, there's a link down in the description alongside. There's been an annotation during this entire video. Thanks so much for watching. As I did say, my name's Dude, and this has been the April 10th, 2014 Titanfall update. I'm going to go drink some water because my throat is hurting tremendously from talking for so long. Thanks so much for watching, and goodbye.